Okay, so now that we've discussed the type of bonds that covalent compounds can form, let's talk about how to name and write the formulas for these guys. And we're only going to name binary, which means there's two types of atoms, so we're only going to name binary compounds for our covalent compounds. And when you have a covalent, remember covalent is between two nonmetals, you use prefixes to indicate the number of atoms in the compounds. They're going to be the same prefixes that we used for our hydrates. And for covalent compounds, everything ends in "ide." So you're going to name the first element, keep it the same. When you name the second element, you're going to change the ending to "ide." So for example, P2O3. Well, we know P is phosphorus. And how many phosphorus do we have here? We have 2. So that makes it diphosphorus. Then we're going to name the second part. We know O is oxygen, but remember these are all going to end in "ide, so it's going to be oxide. And since there are 3 oxygen, it's going to be trioxide. Okay? So this prefix tells us how many we have. So this di belongs to the 2 on the phosphorus here. And the ending is always going to be "ide." So we have BF3. Now, if you have 1, you can certainly say mono, but if it's starting the compound, you do not have to put mono. So this can just be boron. And since we have 3 fluorines, it's going to be trifluoride. We got to change that ending to "ide." Now, if you have 1 of your second element, you have to put mono. So this last one is going to be carbon monoxide. Okay, so there's 1 oxygen here, so we have to put the prefix mon, and then because it's the ending, you're going to put "ide." Okay, now to write the formulas, you're going to use the same process. You're going to take the prefix that's there, and that's going to tell you how many of that atom you have. So dihydrogen means that we have 2 hydrogens. So that's H2. And then oxide means that oxygen is present. This mon part means there's 1. So that is the chemical name for water. So carbon dioxide, carbon, there's no prefix there, so it's just going to be 1. Oxide means that it's oxygen. This prefix di means that there's going to be 2 of them. Alright, last one. Sulfur is S. Oxide is O. This tri piece here means that there's going to be 3 of them. Now, do not confuse this compound with the ion sulfite. Remember, when we write an ion, there is a charge present. So these 2 things are not the same. Okay, they're 2 very different things. This is a covalent compound. This is a polyatomic ion. Okay, so this is the ion. This is the compound. Do not confuse ions with compounds. Polyatomics are held together by covalent